Hi, Riverbend Bears. This is Lauren Guest, your assistant principal. We are very excited to welcome all the Bears back from summer for 2022-23 school year. This video will take you through all of the drop-off and pickup procedures we have here at Riverbend so that all of our Bears can arrive and depart school. Drop-off and pickup is everyone's favorite time of the day. We want it to be safe and we want it to be efficient. And so please pay attention to the details as we go through the video so that you'll know exactly how to drop off and pick up. We're going to start with drop-off in the mornings. If your child rides a CSISD school bus or a child care provider bus, they will enter here through Rock Prairie. Off of Rock Prairie, we have an entrance and they'll enter here and be dropped off close to the cafeteria. If your child rides in a car and is dropped off, you'll need to enter through the side of Holloman, okay? And you can drive down Holloman and enter from this direction and enter the right lane, or if you come from Holloman from this direction, you can enter here and stay in the left-hand lane. So we'll use both lanes upon entry from Holloman. There'll be two lanes of cars at that point. As you move in your car through those two lanes from Holloman, you'll be on our river all the way up to our school. And at this point right here on the river, you will start merging into one lane. Both cars will need to merge into one lane here on the right-hand side, the right lane. And that way that will take one lane all the way up to the front drop-off area of our campus. And you can see here is where students can start unloading under where the sidewalk begins, and the awnings are for the students to walk up into the front entry of our school. Families, if you prefer to walk your students into the classrooms, you can do so for the first 3 days of school only. You'll need to park in our parking lot. You'll need to park in the parking lot here, and you can cross the street right at the crosswalk. Or you are welcome to drive into the bus lane and park into this parking lot and across the street into the front of our school building here. Well, you need to enter through the front doors of the building. Okay, for dismissal, here are the procedures. Bus riders, again, will be entering their buses. This is also where child care vans or after-school vehicles will pick up students. They will be located right here outside of the cafeteria. Students will load onto their bus and depart school out off of Rock Prairie. If your child is riding a CSISD bus this year, you will need to register your child. You can find out the route numbers that the route number that your child will need to ride on based on where you live. And you can find the link to the registration form, or you can scan the QR code here to register your child. All CSISD bus riders will be required to have a bus pass this year, which will be attached to their backpack, and students will scan their bus passes when they enter the bus and when they exit the bus. And that will help keep track of who's riding the bus. You can also track them as a parent on an app that you would connect with your child's ID identification and know when they are entering the bus and when they are exiting the bus. You can get all the details at our transportation department website or by calling our transportation department. If your child is a walker or a bike rider, they will exit the school building in the front. If they live in Mission Ranch, they'll exit this way and be escorted up into the gate that's up over here for the Mission Ranch neighborhood. All other students that are walking or riding a bike will have a staff member that walks them down the sidewalk here and then up the sidewalk parallel to Holloman up until the crosswalks and the light, where the light is for the entrance of the school. Our staff member will cross the street with them there at the crosswalk, and then the students will be released from the staff member at that point. If you choose to walk up to meet your student at the end of the day, you can choose the parent walk-up transportation, dismissal transportation method. What that would look like is you could either drive through the entrance of our school and park in this parking lot here, and then you would use this crosswalk right here to cross up into the front breezeway of our school and meet your child in the entryway of our school, where a staff member will be release your child once you arrive. You can also enter the exit over here where Rock Prairie, the entrance at Rock Prairie, and you can park in the staff parking lot over here. You can cross the crosswalks right here near the cafeteria and walk around to the front of the school and meet your child that way as well. Just a reminder that just like the arrival drop-off procedures where the cars will merge at one point, that will happen the same way in the afternoon. So when you enter from Holloman, there will be 2 rows of cars at this point, and then when you reach this point right here, this is where the merge will happen, and it will go down to 1 lane so that we can easily load children into cars quickly. When you get to this merge point here, you will see a staff member that will radio for your child from inside the building. You will continue driving up, and right here near the awning, there will be colored cones. You will need to meet your child at the colored cone that the staff member gives you, and your child will be right there ready to jump in your car. In order to make this process more efficient, we need your help with having your hanging tag visible. This hanging tag will be given to you at the Meet the Teacher night or very early in the school year. We'd like to be able to see this tag very clearly, so if you cut it right here at the top, you can hang that from your rearview mirror, or you can just lay it on your dashboard so that it's visible. When you start to merge at the Chick-fil-A point, like you're at Chick-fil-A, we will see your child's name and be able to radio for them to meet you at the colored cone. Please wait for the entire line to move before you begin exiting once your child is in the car. If you pull around other cars, it can get unsafe, so we just ask that. If you're waiting for the car ahead of you to load up, just wait until they start to exit before you drive away. And if you need to buckle a child when they get into the vehicle at the end of the day, we ask that you please do that away from our pickup line. What you could do is, if your child is getting into your car here, you could drive this little short distance here and park in our parking lot and go ahead and buckle them. If you would also prefer, you could do the parent walk-up method. If you do need to buckle your child in, you could enter through Rock Prairie and park in this parking lot here. Use the crosswalks to walk up to the front of the school and get your child, and that way you can have some time to buckle your child in the parking lot before you leave. We just ask that you do this instead of buckling your child here in the line, because that takes away, it takes some time and it can make our line slow down a little bit. Last but not least, thank you so much for practicing patience with us as we all get acclimated to the procedures. The first day will not be an indicator of the rest of the days of school. Once we all get the process down, we see that it runs pretty smoothly. It takes about 1 to 2 weeks for everybody to get the routines down, so we appreciate your patience. Again, our goal is safety and efficiency in the drop-off and pickup procedures, and your support, understanding, and flexibility are crucial to this process. We are so excited to see you bears, and we can't wait until the first day. Thank you.